Hello, everyone. I am here. I think this is the time I scheduled. Well, we'll just wait for some people. I'm here, so Mellow Yellow in the house. Mellow Yellow in the house. Hey, I see somebody's here. So we'll wait. Hi, everybody. I'm Michelle. Mellow Yellow. This is part 3 of questions you may have for me as an MMello dancer. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't go on yesterday or last night. My daughter had this huge audition that I had to get her ready for, and it took every minute until we she was working on the audition all the way to the last minute. Literally, I was uploading the video like 5 minutes before the audition piece was due. So please forgive me. Let's see. I think this is the time I'm supposed to be going on live. I think it might. Well, I think I may come back at 9. We'll return at 9. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Jamal, what's up? How are you this evening? Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for coming. Mellow Yellow in the house. I'm waiting for some other people. Just getting done with my work, my last bit of work to do. Ooh. As you can see, I have my bills. Man, the it's storming outside. Oh, thank you, Jamal. I appreciate it. It took me a little time to really build up the nerves that come on live. But I think this is a way for now to reach people, because I definitely want to, take a trip around the U.S. and internationally and kind of share my story with people, and hopefully it can inspire some people. So in the meantime, this is just a less inexpensive way of doing it until I'm able to do it in person. So I know I have some other people coming on too. Let me pull up some questions too. How was your day? I wish I could do that thing like YouTube where you can, Instagram, where you can bring somebody on. I haven't mastered that yet. Maybe there is a way to do that. To see people live. Hold on.
Hey, Cuzzo. All right, I'm going to forward you the information.
Okay.
The 800 number. The herb you need is actually called PMS. That is not a joke. It stands for Preventive Maintenance System. Also, today is my birthday. So I'm going to see if you are doing your thing, and I'm going to get on.
Happy birthday. I'm on live right now. Get on. Thank you for the information. You just showed it and shared it with everybody. So get off of Marco Polo and get on live. talking about PMS stuff. You got me on blast. Hey, real moments, real live moments. Family's always looking out for you. When you tell them, "Oh, I'm having really bad cramps," he's like, I have something for you, some natural herbs, because I do believe in like natural herbs and stuff. There you are, Trey. You so silly. Had me on blast. Say hi to Jamal. Jamal, say hi to Trey. Trey. Hey, Karma. Sometimes. Hi. Oh, oops. Drinking a little something. Hello, hello. How's everything? What's up? Oh, you know what? One of my good friends, Vaughn, he what's this? See, I haven't been on Facebook. It's like when I'm in the field, because I work in the field, it's hard to oh, it's hard to okay, here's somebody coming up. People coming up. Oh. Okay, so my good friend, he had some questions. Pepsi, Pepsi, Pepsi. What about Pepsi? Please don't hurt him. I busted you. Put him. Okay. Trey saying he busted me out. Jamal said, "What's up?" Karma, sometimes. Hello, all. Pepsi, question mark. What do you mean by that, Karma, sometimes? In your glass? No, I don't drink Pepsi. I don't drink sodas. But I sometimes I sometimes drink grape juice, the kind that's fermented. From time to time, I'm a lightweight and I can only do one glass in a while. My sister laughs at me when I do have a drink, like them little bottles of grape juice. Uh, they come like four. I will have that whole 4-pack for a whole month. And my sister like, dang. And she's like, I can throw them back. My sister will go through a whole bottle. Yeah, grape juice, Jamal. Okay, reunite. I am a lightweight. It's awful. Literally, I'll be sleepy soon. So, but my good friend Vom House, he asked if we will have a reunion. Will the crew have a reunion? And that's a great question. Everybody is so inundating with their lives. People have tried, Trey. Okay, I'll show y'all. See, I had a little bit like that. I'm sipping slow. Kind of relaxing. Trey, no, I am a lightweight. You got the right color too, red. Little Merlot. But it would be nice to have a reunion to see everybody. But you okay, Karma sometimes got her beer glass up. Yes. Um it would be nice to have a reunion, but some people, want to and some don't. But I think the main person doesn't want to. So if the main person doesn't want to, what's the point? It would be nice to have everybody because everybody played a part in the group. And You know, like any family, everybody has their ups and downs. It's how you handle, you know, those relationships later on in life. So if you're grown enough to put things to the past and just, say, you know what, we were something else. We were a good group of people. We made things happen. We had people enjoy our show. It was very fulfilling. Trey, Trey said, drink it fast and start cussing. And he knows I don't really cuss, you know. But yeah, so it would be nice to have a reunion, uh, you know, but everybody has to be on one accord. Literally, if you don't know, there is a, a posse Facebook, MC Hammer Posse Facebook. And it's like said on a regular basis, when we're gonna do a reunion, we're gonna do a reunion. So I know Hammer had did a 25-year-old, I think a 25-year reunion at the Forum. So, and I think a lot of people kind of got offended and upset that he didn't reach out to everybody to come out and be a part of that. And I don't think that Hammer would have not welcomed everybody with open arms, whoever wanted to be there. But he has his current group now that he tours with or travels with. Um, so they experienced that with him. But I know him, and I know that he would have welcomed each and every one of us with open arms. I don't see why he wouldn't. Karma sometimes, she's in the Bible Belt. Now she doesn't curse anymore. No, 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 no. I, I've never been a one that curse. Um, Never. I mean, now I do, not as much, but back then I never, never, never cuss. I don't know why. It's just something that wasn't around my house. Um, it's just something we just didn't do. But as I got older, yes, you might hear a or a or a whatever or clean your damn room or something. Kids will get you to cussing. Yeah, no, 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 no. Not definitely not on the Bible Belt. Not to say there's anything wrong with that. Some people, to each his own. Karma, sometimes have you ever met Puff Daddy's dancer Debbie Gibson? I think her name is Debbie Gibson. Yes, she actually was one of the girls in Baby Got Back. Yeah, Baby Got Back. But I didn't know her. I knew her back then. I've met her, but it's been such a long time. It was just like in passing. I don't know her to date. She probably wouldn't even, she may remember me, may not. But I think she's a phenomenal dancer. She was a phenomenal dancer back then and to this date. I followed her on Instagram, and just recently she did this freestyle. It was just like so reminiscent of where we started. She's really good. Put a damn shirt on. I got a shirt on. What are you talking about? I got a shirt on. You are funny. Trey said, put on a damn shirt. I do. It's so funny. You so silly. Oh my gosh. Okay, and another question he asked, there's a lot of stories these days as to how Hammer was no punk, and particularly an incident you could recall with a particular rapper, Ice Cube, Redmond East. Damn. He really wants me to go in. I remember this time. I don't know what it was about me. I always run into, stuff that happens. I remember before I get into this, I need to bring up an incident that Trey mentioned yesterday. Jamal, was it going on overseas for the first time? What was your favorite place? Okay. Okay. So Trey was talking about an incident. Oh my gosh. Am I lose? Did I forget? Oh, okay. So he was saying something about I threw my mink coat and then went out and danced. Okay. So let me back up. We were performing we're getting ready to perform at the BRE. For those back then who knew about the BRE was a place where people got to really showcase their talent, and particularly African American groups, Black groups, rap groups, every group that had a brown or Black person, whatever. And this was huge. The BRE, we're gonna perform on the BRE, but like my cousin had me on blast, I get really, really bad cramps. So I wasn't feeling good, but I know my body. I just take a couple of Motrins or whatever, ibuprofens or whatever. Just take a moment. I just couldn't do rehearsal. I just needed to relax. And then at that point, then I know my body will bounce back and I can perform. Hammer's like, no, you can't perform. I was like, what? I can't perform? And it was televised. I was like, oh no, I want to perform. I'm gonna be okay. He's like, no, you don't feel good. You can't perform. You off in a corner, rolled up. No, you can't. I was like, just give me a moment. He was like, no. So being my hard-headed self, yeah, I'm a Leo. Um, I put on this mink coat. I put on my, of course, my costume, and up under, and I had my coat, and I went to his manager, his road manager, Craig, at the time. I said, Craig, can I go? No, you can't. He was just like not encouraging, and so I went to Lewis, his brother. I said, Lewis, um, if a person believes in something they really want to do and they know they're okay, and they want to do it, would they get fired if they go against what somebody said? Not. So he knew what I was talking about. Basically, would I get fired if I still go out there and perform? And in his own way, he was like, no, Louis Burrell always had my back, like, hands down. He had my back. He was like, Mello, So that beat hit. I told the girls before, I said, make sure y'all get out the way and let me get in my spot. It was like, okay, whatever. So that thing hit. I threw my jacket down and I went and killed the routine. Killed it. I did get fined. I did. I got in trouble, but they couldn't say much because I tore it up, you know. And I was like, I told you guys I can still do it. You know, don't make me feel like I can't do what I really love to do. But yeah, that was the incident he was talking about. But let's see. Uh Jamal Davis, he says, what was it like going overseas for the first time? What was your favorite place? It was really great. It was a whole other educational experience for me. Um, I would always get in trouble because I would always want to go out, taste the food, hang out with the locals. And not everybody wanted to do that. Some people just wanted to chill in the hotel. But I felt like, from a spiritual standpoint, it was like, dang, like me coming from humble beginnings, when will I ever get another chance to be able to experience this? And it was for some reason, I was chosen to do that. So I want to see, I want to touch, I want to feel. So it was really fascinating for me. And it gave me a whole different perspective on other cultures, other people. I think I had a more respect for other cultures. Um, you know, I saw a lot of things that were new. So it was a great experience for me. I really wish I would have been able to go back to my college and SAC and ask them for a honorary degree, because I feel like I had a whole other educational experience, and I felt like, that was something that would merit that. But it was really great. Uh, Trey said, totally true story. She killed it. I did kill it. I killed it. I came out swinging, like I'm gonna get. Yeah, so I did. It was fun times. But the BRE, they should. Well, I would say they should have stuff. Shows like that. But they do. You know, they do. But it's more so like a competition opposed to um like the BRE. I felt like it was a way that artists could display their current songs, or if they were independent, they can come out there and do whatever they were doing without it being a competition. It was kind of like a place where the big heads at different record companies could see artists and really invest in them. So I think that would be something, you know, that would be something great, instead of it being a competition, that where people can just, all the big heads come out and just see new talent and really sign them. You know, what happened to things like that? It shouldn't have had to be, a competition. It's like, okay, I want that. Kind of like the NFL draft, you know, should be something like that. Like, you know, the R&B draft, or the rap, the hip hop draft. you know, Instead of it having to be a competition, you get all these people, and you know, but of course you got to be the full package. You have to be the full package. They should do something like that. Unless I'm missing something. I mean, they have the rap game, but again, that's a competition, you know. But something like the NFL draft or the NBA draft, like they should do that for artists, you know. Oh, let's see. Um, who choreographed? I don't know. Who was the best dancer in your opinion? Okay, so he says number 4. He said, "Who was the best dancer in your opinion? Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Usher, Hammer, or individual members of the posse, irrespective of style." Is that what he say? Um, a lot of them, except for Michael Jackson, kind of use recycled hammer moves, because a lot of the people that Usher used and Chris Brown used were like Goofy, Swoop, people that used to dance for Hammer. So a lot of their styles is reminiscent of what we used to do. So, but they took it to another level. But the real awesome thing, when Chris Brown first came out, he was doing that clown style, and he took it. You guys remember the clown style when everybody was, and he took that and just ran with it. It was a huge thing in LA, especially, you know, in the hood, Compton. Everybody was just coming out doing these clown. It was just like a battle, but it was all in fun. It was just like seeing, the dances back in Africa where people used to, battle dance. But it's so reminiscent of that, and a mixture of hip hop. So definitely Chris Brown and Usher are they were they have been some of my favorite dancers, and they're just real smooth and clean with it. But again, they used the likes of Goofy, Swoop, and maybe the girls, and Hammer. He's good. He's definitely good. But Hammer is a totally different. He didn't take it. You know, he's very good. But of course, even though Chris has used some elements of Hammer, and he also used more technical dances along with Usher. So I think equally, and Michael Jackson. I think Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Usher, Hammer, um, myself. And so you have the other girls who are out there doing it, you know, and who have done it are really good. Even you guys remember, like Bobby Brown's background dancers, and I remember them, and they were really good. They were cool girls too, but they used to kill it too. Uh, so I think there's not one above the other. Just like Michael Jackson, he had his own different style. He had a lot of technical um, elements to his, and you could see Usher and Chris Brown utilizing some of Michael's moves too. So everything is pretty much recycled. It's just how you interpret it. It's how you present it. Because some people can look a mess trying to do it. That's the real. I ain't gonna call no names out, but you know, some may need to go back to the drawing board. But Trey, would you be so kind to finish the story about Hammer not being a punk? Oh, oh yeah. Okay, so he said there's a lot of stories these days as to how Hammer was no punk. Any particular incident you could recall with any rappers? Okay. Well, I should be careful about what I say, but I'm gonna share this incident. Oh, okay, so I started off talking about this story and I went somewhere else. So I remember back in the day, there was this guy who was ahead of, I want to say, a gang. I don't know. I'm not gonna call him any gang. So he was the head of the gang, and basically, it was like, if you come in LA, you come in my city, you gotta pay me in order to perform. And he terrorized a lot of artists. And he did. It's either you can pay him and get your protection, or he's just gonna take your money, whatever. And he had a lot of goons with him. And I remember we were in LA, and him and his goons, I remember walking backstage, and him and his goons was trying to pull that on Hammer and his dudes. But Hammer again ain't no punk. It was like a standoff. It was like guns drawn. It was like I was like, oh shoot, I'm not supposed to be here. But let me tell you, it was something to see. It's like we ain't gonna back down. And I just remember that incident. It was another rapper, but I can't say his name. I can't say his name. But we were in Oakland, I'll say that. And he tried to step to Hammer, and Hammer was about to tear his head off. And he all he could do is give much respect to him. I don't know why they felt like just because this man danced that they could step to him like that. But he definitely wasn't no punk. But so I think that was the first time that I saw um, an incident. I always end up walking up on her because I'm a wanderer, so I wanted to see everything, experience the whole. I never wanted to miss anything, but I just remember that incident. It was scary, but everybody left, you know, all in one piece. Um, so that was an incident to, talk about how Hammer was no punk. He was he was good. He was a good dude. Any other questions? Karma sometimes let me pull up some more questions. So he had those questions. Okay. So we talked about behind the scenes stuff. Hold on. Let's see. I know a lot of people were asking what was that song that was playing in the background that was India Irie, Wonderful. Such a beautiful song. Let's see. Questions. Did I hit? Let me see. Oh, let's see. Jamal Davis says, "What are you up to today? Are you still in the music business?" Today I'm in the working business. No, right after the music business, I went into film and television, and that's a part of my passion. And I took a break. I was kind of working in film and television straight for like 8 or 9 years, and then I had a child, maybe even longer than that, about 10 years. And then I had a child, so I kind of slowed down, and the jobs became a little sporadic. Uh, so then I went back to school just to kind of keep my chops going. Um, so I currently I've been in Atlanta for like 2 months now. So we'll see what happens out here. Definitely want to link up with somebody and do some creative work because I love film and television. I love the music business as well. I love every facet of entertainment business. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm working. Let's see. Bullet the world. Word Lord Salon. What's up with BNGB? BNGB recently, a friend of mine, ex dancer, Yo, she sent me some footage of her doing some singing with Hammer. So she is still singing. I think she lives in Georgia as well, and she's still doing some singing. She looks great, amazing. Um, did you dance in Pumps and the Bumps 2 video? I did, but where am I? Did I do Pumps and the Bumps 2? No, I don't think I did. Hold on. Let me see. I know we were doing so much. Pumps in the Bumps. Bumps 2. I think it might have been Shannon. I think that might have been the time I went and did put them on the glass. I think that's Pumps in the Bumps too. Yeah, I'm in it. I'm in the back. That's when that was the song. Pumps in the Bumps was the song where I said yesterday, or it could have been the first day, where we were getting ready to do the video, and we had just did Arsenio Hall the day before, and we had these baggy jeans, but the girls decided to get the tight leggings or the whatever. And so I didn't know about it. They did it without me knowing. And so when I came out, if you see in the video, we they even changed the shirt. Now that I'm seeing it, but we had that same shirt that I have on, and we would wear the jeans, but they switched it up on me. They stopped at the mall and didn't let me know. Right. So they kind of purposely did that. And if you see me, I'm in the back dancing because Deion Sanders was like, come on, come on dance. Because he saw what happened. He didn't like how it played out. But it was okay. Because right after, that's when I did put them on the glass. So that got a lot of that had a lot more spins. So it was okay. Oh, Jamal, thank you so much. I need that good luck. Um, yeah, so Daryl, that's what happened with the humps and the bumps. 2 and 3 and 1. Yeah, humps and the bumps. 2. Look, I have to look at the stuff just to remember. It's been so long. Do you remember when do you guys remember British Knights? Do you guys remember British Knights tennis shoes? If you look on my YouTube page, you'll see some of the British Knight commercials we did. We actually shot those commercials at Prince's rest in peace, Prince's Purple Palace. We rehearsed for months at Prince's studio. I was able to see some of the unreleased music that Prince had. It was so awesome. He had his doves up in a cage upstairs and down in the but it was really cool. He had an awesome studio. Prince was very like he tried to be real mysterious, like now you see him and now you don't. But it was a great experience. We got to do our whole show full out. That's how big his studio was or is. Um, we were able to do our whole show and we shot a few commercials there. Yeah. Jamal says, yes, I remember those BK commercials. Daryl Forth says, yes, I love those commercials. It was fun. Any close-ups on the shoes? That was me dancing. A lot of the video, a lot of commercial. I was like the main girl. I was in the pink dress. And then any close-ups with the shoes? That was me. We did that. Remember the KFC commercial? I'm the one in the yellow, of course, mellow yellow. Uh, that was a good one too. That was cool. Any more questions? Let me see. Let me see if I can answer some people's questions. Oh, let's see. I answered that already. Let's see. Trying to see what I can see. Okay. People are so sweet. Oh, okay. So Rain Gratitude. I think her name is Ronnie. She said, "Girl, you dated one, yay! Look out now." Well, here's the thing. Um, being on the road, away from home, it's not like we're like stationary. We're touring around the world with these different people, and it's almost like high school or college, but we're on buses and planes, and there's bound to be romances, you know what I mean? So um Hammer was like really strict about us dating outside. uh if you didn't have anybody before you came, or if you wasn't interested in anybody in the group, then you just was just you just got to chill. I wasn't particularly interested in anyone in the group at the time. um but as time went on, I became fond of him and he became fond of me. And I went to Hammer and I was telling him, seriously, you know, I'm interested in him and I want to, you know, see if this will go anywhere. He was like, yeah, okay. He was open to it. He's like, you know how I don't want you guys to be looked at like hoes or loose or whatever. So, um, but I came to him and I was like, I'm real serious about him, and that's how it happened. Eventually it, you know, dwindled away because we were in different places, and no one was making a move. So, but that was I guess, a tour romance. Oh, thank you, Daryl. I appreciate it. She was gorgeous. Mm. Daryl, I'm your biggest fan, but I had a crush on the short dancer. Oh, short dancer in the Can't Touch This video. What was her name? Oh, okay. Her name was DC. Her name was DC. We called her DC, but she is from DC, but she is now in Florida. Um, I recently ran into her. She is beautiful. She's gorgeous. And she's such a sweetheart. I recently ran into her when I was in Maryland. We hung out. There's some pictures of us uh, on the MC Hammer Posse page. Yeah. So she looks great. She still looks the same. She didn't age, but excuse me, she left early on. She ended up getting married, having children. Um, yeah, so she's still around. Any other questions? Okay, so let me. um, yes, I will do another a story. I will expand on the documentary and do a better copy. But what happened was when I did the video, um, when I finished the video, my mother was in town because she came to my graduation or whatever, and she came into town, but she was not feeling well, and I left all my footage in my car because I was helping her out of the car. I forgot to go back to get my stuff out of the car. And so the next morning, my car had been broken into, and someone stole all my footage, my backup drive, and everything that I had. So that was another reason why I couldn't do the finished edit because somebody, you know, was so dishonest and broke into my car. Yeah, so that's what happened. He said, Daryl, she's not married anymore. She's divorced now. She's divorced or divorcing, but I don't know if they have reconciled. But what was your go-to dish when you finished touring? Lasagna was my go-to dish. I loved making lasagna because at the time that was the only thing I could really make. I mean, I can make other things, but like a specialty dish. Oh, I did barbecue shrimp. Um, that I got out of the Southern Cookbook. That was really good. Um, yeah, MC Hammer has a posse page. Do you? Well, it's ran by us. Um, he doesn't run it, but it's all the group members that we're all on there. Most of us that are still, yeah, yeah. So I'll put it up there. Maybe I can. It is. It is Hammer Posse. Let's see. Yes, the Hammer. I'm gonna type it. Hammer Posse. It's on Facebook. Facebook. Yeah. Hammer Posse. Yeah, so it's about 213 posse members and others. But yeah, if you just look for it, then I'll add you. I'll add you. Let's see. We're at 45 minutes. We've been chilling. What were some of your favorite songs growing up? All of Janet's songs. Janet Jackson. I felt like I was Janet. Yeah, Janet. A lot of Janet Jackson songs, and the BD, Bobby Brown, but that was around the same time. But mostly Janet. Not even so much as Michael. It was Janet. Um, yeah, yep. It was more of Janet. What were some of your favorites? Oh, well, I'll say Control. Let's see. Uh, Jodeci. Was that really you dressed up? I did. Oh, so okay. That's interesting. Thanks for bringing it up, Daryl. He was asking, was that really me dressed up as Left Eye? God rest her soul, rest in peace, Left Eye. That was so. It was the last couple of shows. So what we would do at maybe the last show or close to the last show, we would dress up like each other, right? And take over their stage. So we would do it on all in fun. I think they got a little more upset, but we were all doing it in fun. It was something we always did. So, okay, so we were like maybe three or four shows until the last show. So Left Eye got on stage and she did my routine. She put a little shirt on her hair and just making fun. I got it. It was all in fun to me. It was fun, right? So I was like, okay, I'm a Leo, so I'm gonna take it a little step further. I'm very creative. So um we that's when myself, another girl, and so it was me, Yvonda, and Taronda. Um Yvonda dressed up as Chili and Taronda dressed up as T-Boz, and I dressed up at Left Eye, and I did this big huge ball of toilet paper and made my eye extra big, and was just at first when we were going on the stage, they did not even know it was somebody else. They thought it was us, but I think they got a little salty about it. But it was okay. Hey, Telly's Muse. Hey, Chica. So they got really upset. Like, since everybody, and then it was a couple of the guys that came on too. They were like, since everybody want to be on our show, but they took it personal. We were just having fun. It was no disrespect. It was just what you guys had did just 2 shows ago. And I think they got a little upset too because we end up doing the same thing on Boys to Men show. But then they were going to do the same thing to Boys to Men show. But Boys to Men, their last show was our last tour date was in Philly. So of course they didn't want anybody to mess that up because they're in their hometown. So, but again, it was all in fun. We didn't take it personal. I didn't take it personal. I was like, okay, she got me. Yeah, she got me. But I'm gonna get her back. But you know, it took a little, but it was fun. Makes sense. LOL. My husband is a Leo. Yes. So you know us, right? Yeah. So yeah, we take it a little extra step further. So but those were fun times, and we dressed up as boys to men, looking like boys. Um, and that was fun. But they laughed. They had had a ball. But yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, it is storming out here. Okay, so Daryl Ford says, I think it's sad how MC Search of third base did a YouTube video lying saying Hammer put a $50,000 hit on him for third base, dissing him on their song Gas Face. So many artists was so jealous. You know what? Let me tell you something. Yeah, that's crazy because Hammer don't have to put no hit out. He will step to a dude with no problem. That's the crazy. And you think he gonna give somebody 50,000? No, he's not. He could do it himself, and he would set him straight. You know, and it's kind of like comparing apples to oranges. So yeah, so many people. I don't know why. I don't know why he was, the forefront of jokes. Like again, they say, or it was almost like they didn't take him serious, and I don't know why because he sold 33, 30 something. He actually, let's get my facts straight. He sold 30 million albums domestically, and he sold 50 million internationally. So 80 million records that was tracked, but I'm sure it was more. You know, I'm sure it was more. Daryl says, singing was Hammer's best. Oh, Hammer, it was like oh yeah, every 90s song was a diss song about Hammer. I don't know why. I don't know why. You know, I guess he was doing something. I guess, if you don't get talked about, I guess you don't stay relevant. I don't know. It was just interesting. Telly's Muse shaking her head. I know. They hyped him up just to tear him down. Telly's Muse says, yeah, they did. They hyped him up to tear him down. It's like, wait a minute. All he's doing, and it felt like he always had to defend himself. It was almost like, okay, well, you guys don't want to call me a rapper. Okay, well, I'm an entertainer. I entertain. You guys don't want to give me my just due. Everybody had a different style, and that was okay. Just think if every rapper was the same, how boring it is. Think about nowadays how rap is. A lot of the stuff you can't tell if it's future or you can't tell if it's this person, that person, because they keep recycling after the first one who starts it. They keep recycling and just doing a little bit different. Sometimes can't tell what who is that? Something 6ix9ine. Oh, what? Wait, who is that? Whereas he was totally, completely different from what everybody else is doing. Right, like now, shaking my head. Right, exactly, Telly. Is yes. Daryl said the entire rap industry owes Hammer an apology for teaching them how to make money. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And remember, he sold it right out of his trunk, you know? So he had some buying power. I know. I still want somebody to define a sellout. Somebody who crosses over. That come on. People are like begging to cross over, you know? I can't tell sometimes who Fetty Wap, who this person, that person. Everybody start to sound the same, you know. Yeah. I just stick to 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000 music. Yeah. Because now it's like they want you to ride it. I mean, it's all about sexual expression with the songs nowadays. All about sexual expression, you know, and all that's all the guys are talking about is just like go forget the foreplay, forget the taking her out. Just I know you want to ride it. You got to ride the stick. I mean, what happened to you know? You can still talk about something and have a dope beat that somebody can dance to. You know? But they just like, you know what? We're just gonna be grimy with it. Like my daughter just now discovering some older songs because I always tell her if she wants to practice her vocals, go listen to older songs because you can hear the notes, the melodies. You know, you can hear some real singing. You can hear them singing the words, not mumbling. It's clarity. You know what I mean? And you want to, I don't know. It has, yeah, Telly's Muse, right? You can be sexual things, but not in that manner. Daryl Ford, I remember Hammer did an interview where he said, sell out means why didn't fame happen to me? That is funny. Sell out means why didn't fame happen to me? Is it the person who's selling out or who is the person calling somebody a sellout? Maybe someone calling is why didn't fame happen to me? Yeah, somebody calling somebody a sellout. Wow, this has been an interesting. Let me see if I can answer a couple more questions. Mm, yeah, we were called torture. You know, the Muhammad and Dani asked, what was our name? Kara Harpo. She's like, girl, you need to write a book. I know, I am. I will. Next Gen TV, most of all. Mm, still, I want to add some more. I'm sorry, I meant songs can be sexual. Yeah, I know what you meant. Be having meaning to it. Yeah, it could be sexual, but it's just the way you present it to everybody. Yeah. This guy was like, McCoven, 2018, Hammer got shit. He said Hammer got shit on a lot over the years, but bro was cool. I saw him in concert outside of Chicago, front row center in 92. Boys to Men TLC canceled. I was so pissed. Wow. Well, you know what? That probably happened during the time um, his manager was killed. He was killed on our tour. Um, I did respond to document and didn't you didn't respond. I said six people were better dancers than I said six people were better dancers than you. I did I did a response on your document and you didn't respond. Oh, okay. I said six people were better dancers than you. Six people? What six people? What six people? What you talking about? Okay, sleep at a time like this. Get up this house in the Prince, Michael Jackson, James Brown, Crazy Legs, and the guy, Terrible T from Guy, Crazy Legs, Terrible T of 3%, and that's it. Okay, Prince wasn't a dancer. He would just go into splits. He was a singer. Michael Jackson, yeah, it was good. James Brown, Crazy Legs, Crazy Legs. And Terrible. Okay, now respond. That's your opinion. Everybody has one. But they are all great dancers. But Prince, yeah, he was a splitter. You can't sleep at a time like this. Let's see. Let's see. Trey, read the next post. Okay. And him. Oh, yeah, I did. Hey, the Wiggins show. Armin Wiggins show. I used to dance with Hammer too. You did when? Yeah, Trey. Read the next post. Yeah, I ain't there. Did I miss something? I remember Hammer did an interview. Okay. I'm Salon show 2000. I was with show 2005. What's your name? The Armin Wiggins show. And you said 2005 with Amazon. With Amazon Yo-Yo. Huh? With Amazon Yo-Yo. But seriously, Mellow Yellow, you're one of the greatest dancers ever. Well, thank you, Daryl. Clean it up, why don't you? Red Amazon and Yo-Yo. VMOS. VMOS. It was more 2000 VMAs. Okay. Red Amazon. Who was Red and Amazon? MTV. Okay. That was just the only show that you did? Red MTV. Was that the only one you did? Those. So you just did the award show. The Armin Wiggins show says he or she danced for Hammer on the VMAs. Oh, is that with was that with Psy? No, that was 211.
Right now, here's one of my surprises. We got a secret performance that's about to hit the stage. We're gonna go for a blast from the past with one of my heroes. Give it up for my man MC Hammer.
That was this performance? Oh. Yeah, I was wondering. I was wondering what happened to the routine because it was so different. Oh, okay. Okay, that's great. Yeah, you came after me. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, when I saw that, I was like, what happened to the routine? It was all chopped up. It wasn't like, but y'all did y'all thing. Daryl, Keisha Jamari, I was the better dancer. You so silly, Keisha. You was the better dancer, girl. Daryl Ford. Hey everyone, watch the spring break show they did at Daytona Beach. YouTube Mellow Yellow took over the show at the end. It was hosted by Downtown Julie Brown. That was a great one. But I learned the old one too legit. Was hard for me. The Armin Wiggins show. She said, I learned the old one, but it was too hard for me. I Can't Touch This was the hardest dance ever. I can see that you guys, it was a totally different routine. And you know what? That goes, I mean, that was a lot of, even some of the dancers that came after us that also went on tour with had a hard time with the routines. Like they couldn't even they couldn't even, last the whole show. It was only 4 or 5 of us who really could. I was the best. I'll dance her any day. Keisha, you crazy. Keisha says she was the better dancer, that she can outdance me any day. That's from my friend. She's so funny. But yeah, that's true. Miss Wiggins show. It was very challenging. But I'm surprised you guys. Maybe that was what the other dancers too was having a hard time. But they did chop that. It looked like a whole different routine. It looked like a whole different routine. I remember that. I was like, wow. I see you though. Even Hammer wasn't doing the whole thing. He was just doing some of it. Um, Keisha Jamari says Hammer and I had the best chemistry. She's so funny. Armin, he was very strict. He wouldn't let us mingle with other people. I would have done things differently. The Armin Wiggins show, she said, she didn't have. He was very strict. He wouldn't let us mingle with other. Yeah, that's pretty much his way of doing things. He was that way with us too, and I think because we were younger and so yeah, he was strict. He was very strict. And there's other reasons too, but maybe we'll talk about that later. um yeah, you would have done what would you have done differently? Especially if you weren't the artist, you were the backup. What would you have done differently? The Armin Wiggins show. Keisha, let's expound on that chemistry. What would you have done differently, lady? I would love to hear that. All right, guys, we are at that hour mark. Let's see. What can I show you guys? Um, oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. The Armin Wiggins show. I'm a sir. Oh, good. When you said the red hair, okay. I'm sorry. Um, that is interesting. I'm so sorry. So, sir, what would you have done different? So, what I don't understand why he would be strict to a dude. Now, that's kind of weird. He would be strict to the girls, but I don't understand why he would be strict with you guys. You couldn't mingle. That was weird. That was kind of weird. That's cool. Let me see you guys. Yeah. Humps and the bumps. Let's see. I don't know why my phone is not turning over for some reason.
They learned a lot from him in the early years of their careers. But I just wanted a ball with
that. Was
one time Michelle dressed up like Left Eye on.
That's what we're talking about, the Left Eye. Yeah, that was me. That was funny. Fun times. So, but what would you do? Okay, sir, you didn't say what you would do differently. I don't understand why he was so strict with the guys. He never was strict with the guys. You could get cut if you were doing too much mingling with other artists and choreographers. What? Wow. Wow, that's interesting. My message was too long. Oh, okay. I got it. It makes sense, I guess. So he's saying that he would get cut or if he mingled with other artists. I started with him when I was in high school. Okay. Yeah, that's when I did too, right out of high school. So, well, you guys, it has been real. It has been an hour and 10 minutes and 12 seconds. I gotta get to my child, like I told y'all. On that note, I think I'll do a little more sipping. Some grape juice. Till tomorrow, you guys. Next time. Yes, Jamal. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out with me again tonight. Let's do it again tomorrow. Come with your questions. I want those real, some more. I mean, because you guys are asking some tough questions, some uncomfortable questions. Come with it. I'm ready to share. So bring your notepads and get ready. Go through your message. If I have not if I haven't gotten to your question, just know there's like 1,800 questions or comments. So just trying to scroll through that, just like you, Daryl. You said something. I didn't get to it. I did get to something in my first video. So please, please. Hey Trey. All right. Have a blessed one. Telly's Muse. Tell that Leo I said, hey, what's up, Leo? Armin, I would have made better connections. I was very excited, so my business wasn't right. I thought that was the end be all, and I passed on a lot of opportunities. Never pass on opportunities. Always keep those bridges open because you never know when you're going to cross over. It's a way you can do it without being looked at like you're desperately looking for something. Um, I connected with a lot of people and made some great friends and people that I can reach back to this day. So you never disrespect the hand who's feeding you, of course, but you also have to be smart. Hey, D, we about to be out of here, honey. We got to see you next tomorrow, but it's been real, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks again. Love, peace, and hair grease. Alrighty. See you tomorrow.